Hey, Jills. Hey, everyone. I wanted to go over actually the Jill Advancement Program so you can kind of know in a little bit more detail like what to expect. I know some people learn through written instructions, some people prefer videos, so I'm going to break it down as clean and quick as possible, but so you kind of have a visual of where to find things, what to expect, how it all works. So, the Jill Advancement Program is an opportunity for you to grow within your career here at Jill's office, for you to become a better person, and just some things that will help you in turn. I would love for every employee to be with me for the rest of my life here, and I realize that's not always going to be that way, and that's okay. But a lot of the things that are on here are going to help you with future careers, other jobs, or even help you on a resume. And even if not, it's going to help you to just advance your skills and learn other cool things. And then there's prizes involved with it as well. So we wanted to make it fun. We wanted you to learn. That's really important to me is, having a job that you like, being able to grow, but being able to make a difference for yourself and for others. And this program is going to help you with that. It will probably change and adapt throughout the years, and that's okay. This is just a start of some things we've been growing upon the last year or so. So with this program, there are 5 levels, and I have printouts of this sheet. This is a quick recap that you will have on your desk, so you can kind of visualize and see what goal that you are working on next. So if you want to know kind of what the process is, like where do you go to find what you need, I'm going to go over each level and let you know how that process works. So I think everybody got it. If you didn't, let me know. If you had problems, let me know. What this is, it's called My iCourse, and it's a free college basically that I can create. I create trainings and things on here that's automated that I can send and assign a course to anybody and that other future people can view, and it stays within our company, within Jill's office. So I can create these trainings. You can go on, or future people can. Your login is your email, and then the password should be 12345, and then you can go on, and if you want to change your password, you can do that. My screen's going to look a little bit more complicated than yours just because I'm the admin and the owner of this college for Jill's office, but you should be able to just log in, and of course it's going to take forever to... Okay, so then the trick, you want to go to your dashboard, and then I'm going to go to my college. And you should have like a homepage that looks like this and courses that are assigned. So you're going to look for your enrolled courses. I think that's how it should look on your screen. I apologize if it doesn't. I'll help you. I know, anyway, like I said, it looks a little different. But so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the Jill Advancement Program. I'm going to view the course. Okay, so level 1. So you've just been hired as a Jill, and this is pretty much what's going to happen within your first 30 days, based off of this right here. Then we have a general tracking for the manager, so they can see your start date, what you've worked on, how far you're at with each level. But this is kind of the simpler recap of that. So level 1 is you need to obviously be hired as a Jill, and that obviously happens right away, but the second thing is HIPAA certified. So when you go onto this here, you're going to have the instructions on how to do everything. So it's going to talk about HIPAA certification. It has the link for it. And the new Jill training as well, this is also on there. But it has all the instructions. It has the login, like most everything you should do. And now it's probably been 2 years since I've done it. And so some things might have tweaked. Their systems might have updated. So if you do find something like totally different, just send me an email and I can update things. But I just wanted you to know if it looks different, just let me know. A new Jill will need to have their Jill training and onboarding. Another thing they'll need to do is take a typing test. We want to see how fast you can type, since we talk and we type in this industry. And you have to have talking skills, typing, and communication. And I want to see what your typing is. So you're going to go to this link, take the typing test. If you totally bomb it, that's okay. You can take it as many times as you want. The goal is to be at least 50 words per minute. with hopefully it calculates your mistakes on there. And then set a goal. Eventually, it's nice to have everyone to be above 60, but you kind of want to be around 50. And you can just tell your manager your score and they can put it in there for you. And this is really awesome. It's going to help you. So when we launch other programs like chat, for example, you'll be able, if you're a really fast typer and that's something you like to do, that might be a really good opportunity for you to move into. The next thing is a personality test, and that's on here as well. We love learning about people's personalities. I mean, that's the relationship part of our business that is really important to us. So we will have a training, more customized training on personality tests for new employees, but it's based off the DISC personality test, and Nicole will help you with that and help you know what your personality is and do some training with you. And then a new thing we're adding is a 30-day recap training. So after you've been with us for 4 weeks, you've learned a lot of things. Some things get forgotten, and that's okay. We are going to just kind of do a recap training on things to kind of help emphasize the skills you have learned and kind of elevate it and take it to the next level. I just want to let you guys know that if you have already done level 1, you don't have to go back and redo it. And if you're a future Jill and you're new and this is the first time you're watching this, well, great. You get to start fresh and you know exactly what's happening. And so you can kind of know level 1 is your goal. Now, level 1 is actually mandatory and required for every employee anyway. Like, we need all these things done. And so we kind of just set that as the foundation no matter what. This is not a required program. The other levels, you can just do it your own leisure. You can do it at the office, in between phone calls when you have downtime. If you don't, you can do it from home. It's not mandatory, but personal growth and advancing yourself doesn't always happen, in the office. I mean, how many people do internships and they're learning a new career? A lot of times they have to do things on a different schedule or whatnot. So the goal is to help you do some things in the office. If not, that's okay. As you go through here, so this will probably take you about a month. So level 2 is the Jill Specialist. We're kind of working on customer service and giving you vision for yourself and your career here at Jill's office. So you got to finish level 1. As you can see here, you got to finish level 1. And the next thing is the Slide Edge. So the Slide Edge is a book that we had a business sales coach come to us a couple years ago. And this book in particular had really, truly shaped where Jill's office today. I mean, this book was so impactful to us and the things that we did, by the things that we had done in it within a year. Like, we had doubled our business. We had changed and tweaked a lot of things to just really help us be successful. And it's a really good read. We have copies in the office. There's about 3 or 4 floating around. And so I encourage everyone to read it. When you finish, give it to the next person to read. I personally read this book once a year. I've read it probably a couple of times, so I'll have some other employees. So when you finish reading the book, you're going to email your manager your favorite part or something that you learned. And so that's on there. That's level 2. The next thing is creating a vision board. So if you're a new employee and you're watching this, or a seasoned employee, we want employees to have vision for themselves as well, and to know like where they're going, what they're doing, and having vision, just vision for yourself. There's different ways to make your vision board. Some people really like to do collage. They just throw a bunch of pictures up on a board, and we do provide the boards for you, and you can create them and make them at home or in the office. You can print things off in the office. That's great. Sometimes cubicles can get boring, so it's really nice to have something to look at that's helping you reach your goals. Some people like to be more organized. There's so many things like on Pinterest and online and how to organize your board. Some people do like big areas in their lives. So they might have like a family section, health section, wealth, skills, career, education, service, travel, aspirations. And they will categorize the things in those areas in their lives that they want to work on. I personally, the last couple of years, I was re-looking at my board and I had accomplished some things on there. One of the things I had on there was running a half marathon. And then another thing I had on there, I wanted to get microblading done. I put it on there forever ago. And over time, it was just, that law of attraction, or just looking at it, or just setting that goal. Like, I always had vision of these fun little things. And, they came to pass. They happened. One of Brant, on one of his boards, he wanted a Traeger, and then he also wanted to lose 70 pounds. And after creating his vision board within 2 years, I mean, you have to, like, sometimes you have to set goals. Sometimes the things will just naturally happen. And he actually accomplished those things as well and other things. So collect magazines, pictures from the internet, words or images, anything you want to do to create your board. Look at other girls' boards. It's kind of fun. Update it as you want. I personally like to update mine every year. Things that I accomplish, I move to a journal, and I can always like look back and reflect on the things that I've done. And then the next thing is complete 20 hours of Udemy. So what is Udemy? It's an online learning course where we at Jill's office purchase courses for you to learn from and engage and grow your skills. So I'm going to show you where that's at. You're going to go to udemy.com. Everyone uses the same password or login and password. And like I said, you can do this during your downtime or at home. And the goal is I want you to do 20 hours. So when you log in, you're going to go to this section here called My Courses. And you want to keep track of where you leave off of. I mean, not everyone's on the same one. These are ones that we actually purchase for the company for things to work on your own. And when I mean by do 20 hours, so maybe you're kind of curious about emotional intelligence, and this is actually super important in the workplace. And one second here, when you click on it, it'll give you a video duration of 3.5 hours. So it has 3.5 hours of video, but you can actually turn up the speed and watch things like in double time. So what I care about is that you just do 20 hours of this, not necessarily how long it took you, because you can probably do it a lot faster. And, and that's totally fine. It's just so you have enough exposure to new things. Communication. This is a really good one since we're in the field of communication. And, this one's 29 hours, so it's really long. So maybe you just want to do like half of the course or pick and choose certain aspects. You can do that as well. Now, if you are searching on here and you are like, oh my gosh, I really, really want this course, they're usually pretty cheap. Let me know, and we're pretty good about working with people and helping them. Like, we can purchase the course, and so if other Jills can view it as well. So we have a start here. Yeah, so anyway, so this is a good place to start for courses and to accomplish something. So that's what Udemy is. There's the login information. Just keep track of where you're at in case, you and someone else is on the same course. And then the next thing for this level is you need to join... customer service training. Sorry, let me backtrack. Customer service training. We had a course on Allison. You may have done it or heard of it, but we're kind of updating what we're doing with customer service. So the same thing here. You're going to do 20 hours of Udemy, and you're also going to do the customer service training, which can count towards your hours. And it's this course right here, Customer Service and Team Building Training course. I think it's like 40 minutes. It's not super long. But we're in the business of customer service. So that's where that customer service training comes in on your sheet. You want to go to Udemy for that. And then join a committee. So committees we have 3 committees here at the office. And they are employee-run committees. So the employees run the committees. And they have a budget. They have a chairman... No, a secretary, a treasurer. And then within your committee, there's like Slack rooms for that. And you guys can plan and organize events, challenges, fun things in the office, things that can just help the company grow. And you guys decide what happens within the committee. And then most things you just let me or Nicole know. I mean, some things you need a final approval, but for the most part, you run it. There's a budget. So you do need to join a committee. There's the happiness committee, and then there's like health and wellness, and then the service committee. And if you're really passionate about 2 different types of committees, you can be in both, or just one for now. Every year, what we'll do in January is kind of reopen it, so you can try out different committees and be on different things. And then also part of that is attending 2 committee events. So other committees will be hosting events or in the office things or health challenges or service projects that are in the office or out of the office. And for you to complete level 2, you do need to attend or participate in at least 2 of those committee events. I mean, they're all fun anyway, but it's just an opportunity for you to, advance with that, help somebody else, help yourself grow, and just support people, and you get to do something fun. So once you do all that, that's level 2. That can take you anywhere from a month to do or months. It just kind of depends on how passionate you are for that. With that being said, once these are finished, you can start level 3. You become a Jill Pro. Oh, let me backtrack for one quick second. There are, you do get a reward when you do finish level 2. So you can, once the level is completed, you may choose to have like one of the following. So you get a choice of one of the 3. There's a 30-minute massage, or you can choose a mani-pedi gift card or dinner and a movie gift card. So it's around a $50 value. So once you complete that, you can choose like one of those things that you want to do for yourself. And then the next level, and sorry if this video is kind of long. I've had a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about each thing, so I just wanted to really just narrow it down so you all understand. So this level, as you grow as a Jill, you got to have a foundation, you got to have vision for yourself, and then you got to start working on yourself, your own personal development. Now this course, you can start it before year 1. So let's say you complete levels 1 and 2 within the first 3 or 4 months or 8 months or whatever. You can start this level, but you can't earn the award and the reward till you've been here at least a year. But it will probably take you, honestly, that long to get to that point, between phone calls and just different things. And so let's go over that. So went over being here a year. You got to complete levels 1 and 2. Like I said, you can start before. So basically you can complete all of these things, and once you hit your 1 year mark, then you earn it. And then you can start level 4. Okay, so on level 3, you're going to read 3 books on personal development. You can choose the books that you want to. They don't necessarily have to be approved. It's just something that you want for yourself that's about personal development. If you learn something cool, share it with others. We love sharing, Slack, whatever you want to do. Okay, this is something new. You're going to complete 2 management projects. So we will start doing projects that will help you grow personally. Oh my heavens, you guys, there's a spelling mistake. That's okay. Okay, so on Trello, I'm going to show you what Trello is. And we have different categories of projects listed of things that Jill's office that we have needs for. These are things that me and Brant work on, business development, managers, and it's going to give you a taste of of this different world of things that happen on besides the phone calls. And I love the balance of taking phone calls and knowing what's happening with my customers, but then also having opportunities to do other projects and expand my skills. So maybe you were interested in blogging or graphic design or photography or just event planning, things like that. And you kind of want to explore your talent in that area, and you're not sure if you can do a great job or not, or whatever. Looks great on a resume, but it's going to help you become, just grow. So this is Trello, and I'm going to go to my boards, and I will add you to this. And we have what's called Jill Advancement Projects. Okay, so don't freak out when you look at this. So these are the different projects of things that are going on and will constantly being updated and based on the needs of the things that are happening in the office. And you might do something and do so great at it and say, I really enjoy this. I want my future to kind of move into this, or I want to take on more things like this. And you might do something and you might do a horrible job at it. And, we might not be able to use it, and that's okay. This is just for you to personally grow, to see what you're good at and what you're not, what you could be better at. So, you have to choose 2 projects in this level. So a project would be, for example, write 3 blogs for our website. So the one project alone would be writing 3 blogs. And then here are some topic ideas for that. So maybe one blog is a client spotlight. You can interview the client. You can write up a post about them. And and then we can like showcase that in just different ways. So maybe there's a customer that you absolutely love taking phone calls for, and they're just so nice to talk to. We could set up a time to interview them. Now, if you're kind of afraid, you don't want to interview or talk to people, that's okay. Maybe you choose an industry, for example, like carpet cleaning, and how they can use a virtual receptionist, or how window cleaners can use a virtual receptionist. It can be so simple. You can write something like top 5 ideas for um, HVAC companies for, phone answering or whatever, best phone practices. So you basically pick 3 of your own topics. If you click into it, there's the criteria of the topics, what you need, things like that. So anyway, so writing or blogging, Michelle will be your mentor. She can help you with that. Another project is creating 3 newsletters to send to our clients. So maybe you really like creating newsletters. You'll create a newsletter for 3 months. That's one project, and we'll help you with that. That will be sent to our customers. Maybe you want to do one blog project, and maybe you want to do something with events. So an event would be like leading a staff meeting, creating the agenda, getting the birthdays together, ordering the cake, sending reminders, picking up supplies. Maybe you're actually really bad at event planning or just events. You want to improve on that. This is something my most passionate thing I love is events and like planning and organizing. So if you are wanting to improve on that, you could pick one of these things and I will help you get it organized and get it going and kind of coach you on that. Maybe a potluck. I know we do potlucks every couple of months. For example, maybe you want to be in charge of the Thanksgiving potluck and coordinating that, decorating, or maybe some fun games with it, whatever it is. We also have events like our summer party, our December party, maybe an escape room night. So there's different events. If there's something you're like, oh, I'd love to be in charge and planning that from start to finish and being the point person, please come talk to me. Like I would love to mentor you or just, help you kind of achieve that. Research. Now, I actually love research. I think it's kind of fun, and it's actually a fun thing to do in between phone calls. Michelle would be a mentor over that. And so, for example, this is where you get more involved in our business and in marketing and research, right? You can research all the events or expos within these different states like Utah, Florida, Texas. So, you go through these states and you're going to find all the expos and events that are in those areas for 2020 and maybe what things that they cover that would be pertinent to our business. So like in electricians, there's an expo for electricians. Here's the date, here's the pricing, kind of creating a spreadsheet, setting it up, doing that research. Maybe you find something in Utah, you're like, oh, this would be really fun. And one of the other levels is attending an expo. And you never know, maybe things as you grow this project is like, I'd love to get more into that marketing and doing that. You could also research events or expos within these industries. So maybe you're like, oh, okay, I think, we have a lot of window cleaners and we know they're one of our biggest type of industry customers. I'm going to research all the window cleaning conventions or expos in 2020. Where they're at, what their pricing is, kind of what they're looking for, maybe attendees. You're just kind of doing some research and you're creating like almost a mini marketing plan based off of that. One thing, a project that we actually, and these are things that we actually do need that do need to be done, and it's just going to help you have more exposure to other things in our business. Emailing our clients to find out what phone system they use and getting input, putting that in the company information, things like that. We have a social media one where Nicole would mentor you. We have one creating social media content for a whole month under the direction of Nicole. Creating a series of 10 graphics, representing an industry, things that we can use for flyers or social media. So maybe one of your projects is one of these, and maybe a project is research. Creating a PowerPoint for new hires and graphics, for like new employees, so like orientation. Maybe you just love like talking to new employees. Maybe you are really like making videos. We have some video projects as well. You'll be able to set up. Maybe your project is, I want to interview some Jills and why they love being a Jill. And we have backdrops. We have the lighting for that. You can set up that project, coordinate that with that team, get it all ready. And Nicole or even I or Michelle can help you with that. Some other things is like business. So it's going on in the business. Maybe you're into like reports and analytics and you really want to know what's happening. I have some like Q reports and things that I'm working on about call flow. How many calls hit our system, getting them organized into a spreadsheet with different pods. Maybe a project is you see a problem within the company and you want to create a business plan or something to solve it. You have to do research, do some interviews, things like that. And some things we probably could use, based on your research. We love new input. And then some things we might not be able to, but it's for you for a chance to like have exposure and try some different things. We're also working on the training with Zara. There'll be some things you can help with training. Oops. So when you see these, you can click into it. There'll be more details and we'll always be like updating and working on it. This gave you some ideas and you thought of another idea that you want to do, great, just let me know. We'll make it happen. So that, I know that was kind of long, but it's something new and it's in a couple of levels, so I had to just go into detail to explain it. So that's where you find on Trello the different projects that you can work on. And then attend and participate in 3 committee events. So as you get up to the next level, you need to just participate in the 3 other committee events or challenges or things like that. There's only one thing on Udemy you need to do for this level, and it's the personal development course. And it's right here, quick, powerful goal setting for personal development. So you do need to do that course. And then you're going to start and finish your own personal development project and you're going to share about it. So maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to run a half marathon or a 5K, or maybe you want to learn a new skill or a language or the piano or something. So you need to find a project that you're like, okay, I've always wanted to learn this. It needs to challenge you. It can't just something you do in a day or a week. It needs to probably take you a couple weeks, even a couple of months of something that you're working on. And then you're going to share it. You can write a blog post. Maybe you just email the staff what you learned from it. Maybe you want to make a vlog and share it with everybody. So kind of keep that in mind on a project that you want to work on. And then right here, now if it's really personal, that's okay too. Like as long as you're working just with your manager, you want to keep that internally to yourself, you can do that. And then the final thing for level 3 Jill Pro is you're going to create a training on a company you struggle with and you're going to share and teach that with others. So maybe you really struggle with Lab Alley and you're like, I'm going to become an expert at this company or whatever company. You research it, you learn all you can about it, and then I can help you create a video like this, or you could do PowerPoint or whatever you want to do. And you're going to create that and share that with others. And then other future employees can learn from you as well. So that video, that training will be super awesome. And then once you complete those things, and that's all here on this right here, you can choose one of these 3 things. So you can do a Lagoon season pass, or 2 day tickets, or a night stay at a hotel somewhere. And then, or like a state park pass, like to all like the Utah State Park. So you can choose one of those things and we will take care of that for you. Okay, the 4th level, thank you for sticking with me. You need to work at Jill's office for 2 years. If you complete all these beforehand, that's okay. And once you hit level 2 or these things, you can do that. Similar things, become an expert on an industry and create a training. You're going to lead a huddle under the direction of Jaden. Huddles are things we do 1 to 2 times a month where we meet with a small little group and we talk about ongoing issues or just something fun that's happening in the office or feedback, trainings, whatever. You get to lead that huddle. You're going to read 4 books on leadership. You're going to organize an event or challenge with your committee. So maybe you're in the health and wellness committee and you're like, let's do that 75-day challenge, or I want to do a 30-day health challenge, or you want to do a I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't have to be that. But you need to organize it start to finish and lead, your committee. You're going to create and complete a goal of your own choosing. This is kind of about goals. It's kind of like a personal development, but maybe it's just a goal that you want to set. Maybe you want to be more consistent in something, or maybe whatever it is. You want to keep your house clean for 30 days. That's a hard goal. So find a goal. This thing here, becoming certified as administrative assistant. I will have a separate training on that. It will be coming out soon. I have to do a little bit more research on a few things. But basically, there is like an official certification to become an administrative assistant. And so you can like grow that within your career. I'm a certified administrative assistant. And, we will pay for that training and whatnot. And then here we have complete 3 management projects. I went into great detail, but you're going to complete 3 projects from here. So, excuse me, this level was 2 projects. This level is 3 projects. So you're going to find 3 projects on here, and you're going to complete those. And then once you do that, I love this quote. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So read through this. This is on the leadership. And what's cool at this level is you can choose 2 Disney or Universal tickets, or you can choose like an iPad mini, or you can do a $250 shopping spree. I think we'd probably just give that to you in like a Visa gift card, and you can honestly do whatever you want with it. I think a shopping spree just sounds more fun than like paying bills, but you can do what you want with that. So that's what you can complete once you get to level 4. You become a Jill Senior, and the level theme is about like leadership and goal setting. And then, sorry guys, last page. Thank you. If you've stuck with me this long, you're so awesome. So thank you. And this is what we call an executive Jill, and the theme is management. You don't necessarily become a manager, but you're going to learn more about management skills and some of the things that our managers are already doing or do. So you need to have worked here for at least 3 years. So maybe you're at 2.5 years, and you've already completed this. You can start these things and you'll finally earn it at your 3-year mark. The reason why we have time set as well is because you gain a lot of experience with time. Time does help you mature and learn things. One thing we will do in this level is we're going to have you attend like a management or leadership workshop. And you're going to create a Jill U course like this of what you learn. And there's a lot of local things like in Salt Lake, like day workshops. We're going to have you help at an expo or other related networking event. If you've already done some of these things here at Jill's office, we can count that from the new changes. You're going to read 5 books on management. You're going to manage and organize a Jill's office event or meeting. So that will be something similar to this. So maybe you're totally scared of events and you don't want to do that with your management projects, but you will eventually have to do it, because as a manager, if you're even considering that, you need to learn how to manage people. You need to learn how to lead, lead people, manage different things. So that's on there. We have a 30-day gratitude challenge. And gratitude is all about giving thanks for people, services, products, life, or yourself. Not only is this a great way to incorporate mindfulness into your routine, but it also acts as a form of self-care. So you're going to show those in your life and yourself why you're thankful for them and appreciate them for this 30-day gratitude challenge. So it's however you want to do it. Maybe you want to Slack somebody every day, or email somebody once a day, or write a letter, or just talk to somebody personally in your own life. But you're going to do a 30-day challenge for yourself for 30 days for gratitude. And then finally is the recap project. So you're going to want to keep track of all the things that you've learned throughout the years on these projects that you've done. And it's almost like a capstone project, but you're going to share and showcase like all the different things you learned from the different levels with everybody and how it impacted you for the better. So if you did something and you're like, this really changed me for the better, or I learned this because I did this, great, I want you to share it. I'd love for you to write a blog about it or create a video and I can help you film it. We can even put it on YouTube if you wanted to, and if not, we can keep it personal and you could just send out an email to the girls or create a PowerPoint. whatever it is that you want to do. So thank you so much for sticking with me on this. Work with your managers and we will help you. This video was for new employees and, current employees. So hopefully that kind of gave you some insight to the Jill Advancement Program, all the levels and the things that you need to do. And then once you tell your manager like where you're at, or even me, I go in here and I mark and track where you're at. This isn't completely updated. And it's all matched to that other sheet. And so I can kind of know where you're at and what you're needing and different things like that. Well, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.